Hi everybody, I'm Shelowann of Peace Dove Herbalist Mediumship School.
Hey there, I'm Jeanette from Joyful Jeanette.
And I'm Adele Marie of Angelic Wise Ones, and welcome to Spirit Talk Time.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey.
Don't you love how we clap for ourselves?
Oh,
I
yes.
love it. That's right.
We all clap
That's
for
right.
ourselves,
We're starting
right?
that's how we
right.
jump out on
Love
this energy
yourself.
right there, right?
That's right.
Just and for the fact, somebody asked me before, why do you always say hi to your crew first? Why don't you wait till the end? I was like, because everybody needs to know that we have these lovely individuals over here, and they're helping us out.
Why acknowledge them at the end?
Just like Spirit helps us out and everything. So we want to thank Linda, Karen, Brooke, and Tyga.
Yep.
And then we have Eurydia coming in a little bit and win somewhere out there in the ethers, right?
And Spirit, yay!
And
Yes.
Spirit, yay!
Right.
Thank you in the beginning.
Thank you.
So as we're talking about Spirit, I want to talk about communications. Okay, I know that I find it very interesting when I'm doing a long distance reading, on the phone, right? And I have my hookup, my setup, because I wear headphones. It just makes it easier. I get my hands free.
Yeah.
I don't have to keep holding up the phone to my ear. And I think it's interesting how it never fails when they call and I say, hi, how are you? And usually I don't say, how are you? So what am I saying? Because I don't want to know how they are. I'm supposed to tell them how they are. But I'm like, hi, and this is Adele. And it'll be a bunch of static, or the phone will keep dropping and the phone will keep dropping, And that happened today, actually. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me just go ahead and unplug the I took the headset off and stuff. So we get it going. Rainbow's like, oh, check this out. Like, she has no communications right now with Spirit whatsoever.
Wow.
And so that's why it was happening.
Right. That's why it was happening.
None at all.
Right, none. And so,
Wow.
Rainbow's giving me everything to say to her and stuff, and then she goes, yeah, I understand all that completely. And I said, well, no wonder the phone kept cutting, because three times it cut off.
Wow.
3 times. But, hey, Eurydia, come on in.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey there.
But I noticed 9 times out of 9 when I have a client calling and something
That's
like that
all the
goes
time.
on. All the time. You caught on to that. All the time, that is what's happening. It's all about their communications, And I always sit there and say in class, like, because I could have sat there and said, oh my gosh, like my stuff's not working right. But I already knew I just got off the phone with another client and we were doing good. So, but we always want to bring it back on ourselves instead of allowing and trusting Spirit to know it's not our stuff, it's their stuff, right? So many times you have miscommunications.
Yeah.
All the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, is that at work? Is it at home? Is it with family, friends, like
Across the board.
across the board?
Depending on the day.
Yeah. But is that with physical beings or with spiritual beings?
Physical.
Physical? Okay. All right. So then what do you take from that?
People are people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I don't think it's necessarily somebody's fault. I think it can be perception or just it's the way people communicate. Or
Right.
people,
Is it the way they're hearing or listening or
Yeah, it
not
does
hearing,
have to
not
do-
listening?
Yeah, it does have to do with hearing and listening too.
Because that's about communications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could say something to somebody and it just goes in one ear and out the other because they don't want to hear what you're saying.
This is true. How about you? You ever get, no, I'm serious. You ever been on the phone with someone and you get disconnected and you're just like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Yes.
You know?
Or you hear another voice in the background. That's
Yes.
another one. Or
Yes.
even a static.
Right.
And you're like, what's going on? Huh? Do you hear me? What? Or you're talking and you see the connection is still there, but all of a sudden you can't hear anything.
Yes.
Yeah. All those things have happened
Mhm.
Yep.
at different times. Yeah.
I like
So
the one
you're
where you, go ahead.
Wait a minute. So you're saying, okay, so let's go through this. So if I'm just talking, not a reading, on the phone with somebody, because it's still communication.
Right.
If I call them and I was talking fine and it starts happening, then are you saying, so which way do we go with that?
I
You
don't
know
know.
what I'm saying?
Good question.
Depends. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. If you know yourself,
That's true,
you're
too.
having some, difficulties with things and you're trying to figure stuff out, then yes, you can say it's yours. But, if you're starting to talk to that individual and they're like, oh my gosh, like nothing seems to be going to work here. Every time I talk to somebody, like they're just not getting what I'm saying, then it's theirs.
Right.
Right?
But it also seems like sometimes a hot topic will come up and that will do something. You'll start hearing something and you got to think, okay, yeah, there's something going on, right, with this theme, whatever we were just talking about, like you
Right.
just said, but in a different way. It's like either let's just back off of it, or what's going
Right.
on with this. I don't know. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh,
I love how you said the voice. You ever been talking
Yeah,
to somebody and all of a
yes.
sudden you hear this?
I think it's spirit going.
You know?
What are you doing
Right.
down there?
Right.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Yep. Right.
I'm like, do you hear that in the back? No, I don't hear it. Do you hear? That's another thing they might hear.
Right, but it comes loud and strong.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Somebody's saying something.
Right. I just start giggling.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, okay, so
Speak
you
a
guys
little
gave me a
clearer.
message.
No.
Well, the thing is, too, my mind goes straight to the truckers. You know, especially if I'm in the car and it comes through. My mind goes straight to the truckers because they're on their CBD radio. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so the CBD radio means that Spirit's really trying to, like, breaker, Adele, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
check this out, you know?
Yeah.
So I will stop and I'll start, like, looking around as I'm driving going, okay, what's going on?
I do think it's spirit when that happens. That's happened a few times.
Right.
I can't tell you I'm not like sort of excited about it. It's still cool in one way.
It is
you know
cool.
what I mean? Like, hey, there's someone trying
But that was
to
a great,
Get your
today,
attention.
that was a great validation for me, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause,
definitely.
and stuff, because I'm like, all right, what in the world? And then she was like, yeah, because there was this huge line of angels and family members all going up, like the typical song, Stairway to Heaven, and it was the stairway going up there, and all of a sudden they had phones, and they just kept passing phones back and forth to each other, right? And then her grandparents walk in, and they're like, no, that's not working over there. No, just give it to that one over there. And I'm like, and she goes, oh my God, I know exactly what you mean, because I keep asking them, where are you? Like, what's going on? Why can I not, connect with you right now and stuff? I said, you know, what happens at the phone company sometimes? You're temporary disconnected.
yes.
Oh yeah.
know? So,
Under spiritual maintenance.
Yeah.
What's that?
right?
Temporary shutdown for
That's a good
spiritual
one.
maintenance.
That's right.
I saw a quote or something like that once.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, have you ladies ever had that happen?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Tons
Yeah.
of times.
Especially at work?
Yeah,
Oh,
with clients
yeah.
and stuff.
Right.
It's like, hello,
Right.
and we have to call back and forth a few
Right.
times.
And then later, do you realize that your clients, like, have very, like, misconceptions of communication?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's so cool. How about you at work, Lynn?
Well, I just know I was talking to my sister one time, and we overdid our conversation. We just kept talking, and it was really done a while ago. And then it clicked, and I was like, we didn't call each other
Okay.
back. We were like, yeah, we've been on the phone way too long. We
Done.
got disconnected.
Yeah.
She texted me, yeah. We're like, yeah. Like,
Done.
Yep.
Yes.
well, that's funny you say that. Sometimes, yeah, has that ever happened? Where not only one click, but you go, you know what? You call them up again. Yeah, click. Call them up again. Then
You keep
click.
trying.
Okay, we're not supposed to
Yes.
talk.
Right.
We're moving on from this. I've tried 3 times.
Right,
And hung
3
up.
times you try.
Like, move on, girl. You all done this conversation. Okay, gotcha. Took me
All
3
right,
times,
good.
but-
Okay, so how often do you sit there and look at somebody's third chakra? Third chakra is supposed to be nice and clean blue, soft blue, clear blue colors and stuff. Do you ever notice when you're talking to someone and they're not being able to get everything out the right way, and you're like, all of a sudden their third chakra is lit up in front of you, going, yeah, it's not quite like that pretty soft, like light clear blue. It's got some like wiggly browns and oranges in it. Well, I mean, I see that. So,
Yeah. I more
Or-
or less can tell by their inflection in their voice or something, if they
Right.
hesitate or stutter or something
Yeah.
like that.
and are they looking at you when they do that, or are they looking away?
Looking away.
Of course.
Because I can relate
Yeah.
to that.
Mhm. In what way?
Well,
Like-
I know that just in putting myself out there and just in putting myself out there in general in life, that sometimes when I'm speaking, I stumble a little bit.
Right.
I talk about it in class, don't I? You ready? I have
Yeah.
talked about it.
Yeah. I know a lot of times some individuals don't always like to look eye to eye on someone because they really don't. It's almost like they believe that person can see more about them than they want them to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I find that really fascinating.
And
It
you don't
is,
want to
and-
mess up what you're saying.
Yes.
There's a lot
Say
that goes
something.
on with just the body like that. Yeah, that does help a lot. As
Well-
I'm looking over here.
I know, right?
I'm doing it on purpose now. Just kidding.
But you're also taught in class when you're delivering messages and you're working, never really look at the person, right?
Mhm.
Because when you're looking at somebody and you're trying to develop yourself and you're trying to learn how to give your messages, when you look at the individual, their facial expressions can throw you off.
Yeah.
If you're not,
Yeah.
especially if you're not strong
I
enough,
know mine would.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you're giving them something and they're going, or
Yep.
And you're like, wait a minute.
Yep. And then, your psyche, and you're going, oh, maybe that's not right and stuff.
Wait, did I see that right? Did I
Right.
get that right?
Yeah.
So instead of sitting there going, wow, they must have an itch, and you just keep on talking, you just kind of like, you try to change things around. So it's always better not to really look frontal at them, right? And you do a really good job of that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. So when, and I've noticed that when you give readings and stuff, you do you do what you've been taught and stuff. You look over here, and you find another focal point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when I'm doing that and I can see them out of my periphery doing like this.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
I do too.
Right.
When you
Yeah.
get like a validation and all that.
Right.
So it's nice.
So you can keep on rolling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really good. So communications are very important. Communications are also very important when we're dealing with spirit, right? So because it is all about listening, not necessarily hearing. There's a big difference, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how many of you actually take the time to listen over hearing? Because hearing we do every day. We pick up on everything all over the place. We also pick up on our own mind and our own thoughts, and we start listening to that. How many times have you been talking to someone, and clearly as you're talking to them, they already have another conversation going on in their mind.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to stick with that thought, that conversation.
You can tell when
Yeah.
they dismiss you
Yes.
right away. And
Yeah.
I'm just like thinking to myself, why am I even talking?
Right. That's like, you wanted like a little button to go on their
Yes.
nose and go, boop.
Yeah.
Right? Like, excuse me,
Yeah.
I wasn't finished talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Right. So how do you then think spirit like bonks you,
I can't.
or connects with you to sit there and say, excuse me, you're not listening. Okay. Do you think they sit there and bump you on the nose?
Oh,
Do they-
I've had a lot of things happen. I
Yeah.
might trip. Or I don't know, I might have something in my hand, or I might be moving something and it's like a little blip,
Right.
like a blip in the Matrix.
Yes.
And you're
yes.
like, oh.
It catches your attention.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh,
Uh-huh.
I got that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
All things happen electronically. What will happen? Like, I don't watch TV that much, but if it's on, they will make sure to get my attention. Certain things will come on, or something will happen to it, or my phone. All
Right.
kinds of stuff.
So unless it's your Hallmark channel, they'll just like bleep with it, right? Because I know you
know what
already.
I know?
I
know.
saw a Hallmark truck
Right?
today.
Yeah,
I
did
saw
you
her.
really?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all
'Cause
got Hallmark.
I was driving her. I went to
I am
picture
so
of it.
Gonna get a
sure
t-shirt.
that you tell your
No.
joy guide, look, whatever Hallmark movie's on, do not bother me, okay? Do not let
I didn't
anybody
think about
call.
that. That's
Don't let them
actually-
text me. Don't let me get hungry or anything else. Just allow me to watch my
That's a
Hallmark.
good
When's the last
idea.
time you watched a
Wait.
Hallmark movie? Wait, we gotta get this out.
I haven't yet this year. Don't anybody pass that.
What?
But Linda posted the cool sweatshirt, so I started looking at the
Karen's
dress
expression.
attire. I might just have to get one, you guys. I
Right.
might have to wear it in here.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is true.
we're all shocked.
That's
Okay.
true. I
What?
know.
What?
Well, that's the unfortunate part in one way because they only show certain ones. Like, how many new movies do they have this year coming
No,
out?
you don't understand.
60,
if Spirit
I
wants to
think.
get my attention, it doesn't matter if Hallmark's on. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
They will do something. It could be the commercials. It could be something. I've had the screen thing happen. I know it's them. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch TV that much.
She has her Hallmark guides, I love it. Well, your Hallmark guides, yes. I love it.
I love that.
They
I
just
love
come
that she-
in,
That's
you know,
cute.
and they're like, do, do, do,
You guys know I have
oh,
Hallmark
yeah,
guides.
they're singing.
Remember that. Mark
Yeah.
that somewhere. Like,
Yes.
no one else has that. I got
That's right.
Hallmark guides.
Yes, you
Woo, she's claiming it.
That's right.
do.
That's a group. It's one of my teams.
Yes.
The tribe.
But
talk
they'll always make sure that you catch a moment that is a Hallmark moment.
Okay. I
Right.
didn't know that. I'm kind of excited, feeling like I want a cupcake now.
Hey, and they came to me to tell me to give you that shirt. That's right.
Right,
They're
see?
working on all of us.
See, all kinds of synchronicities around
Uh-huh.
it. They're gearing you up. Now, the next thing you know is like, oh, and I did see a video the other day how to make homemade caramel popcorn. And I know you love your popcorn when you're watching
I
a movie.
do like popcorn with
Yes.
movies. Who doesn't
Well, they-
like popcorn?
But it was a pan, and they put like a tablespoon of butter, and then they threw a bunch of Werther,
That's how they did
candies
it?
in it.
Yeah. And
Right?
melted all that.
and then no, they just threw that in there, and then they threw the raw popcorn, put the lid on it. It all like melted down, popped all up, and then they put a bowl over top, turned it upside down, and I was like, oh my God, that looks yummy.
Wait a
And I
minute,
thought
was
of
it
you.
popped ahead of time or not?
Nope, it was not popped ahead of time. So
That's
it's popping
interesting.
in
Like
the
it's not
caramel.
That it's still popping with all the
Yes.
heaviness of the candy.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
that's wild.
but I think, that kind of leaves like a little bit of a barrier on the bottom because when they turned it over, it was all this gooey stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
It really did look yummy, and I'm not and I'm not like too much into all that, but yeah, because I would see to me, I would then throw some peanuts in there too.
That sounds good.
You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
peanuts.
right?
Yeah.
Throw peanuts in with it too, and but yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing.
It is.
It was one of
fun.
those hacks, that they do and stuff.
Sounds good.
So yeah, so that was another moment that Spirit was making sure we got to get Jeanette to the Hallmark moment. Yes,
And
yes,
I got to get the T-shirt, but I don't want to say T-shirt because I want 3/4 sleeve. So
Yes.
it's not. It's a T-shirt, but technically, to me, T-shirt's up here. But
right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
I know that was important to clarify, not, but okay.
One day we're gonna sit there and just go over to your place when you're not there, and we're gonna set the whole thing up in like a Hallmark village, and then we'll get the people that are standing in the background. They're gonna sing the Christmas songs for you,
Love it.
right? And have a guy walk by with some, with wood and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, hot guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have to find one of
All
those.
right, all right.
So we'll have to find one of those. Hey, I was looking for you this week.
Looking for what?
Just something yum yum.
Ooh.
Something yum yum. So I was
Yummy
having open
sweetness.
communications with a friend of mine. Him and I went out to lunch, and it was an early breakfast lunch, and so we were talking about stuff and everything. And I said, "So you got any friends that are like, I don't know, 6'2", 6'5"?" I said something like that, and he goes, "Look at me, really?" I was like, "Yes, you're a guy." I said, "I got this scrumptious, young lady that we're like, I'm looking for and stuff." Because he's in an IT industry, and he just has a lot of fun. He's such a super sweet guy, and I thought, you got to have great friends because you're super sweet.
Aw.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Wait. What do you think about that, Shell? I'm not seeing any excitement. Like, when you be like, woo, woo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
I'm just saying, I'm looking.
I don't know.
I'm always
But
looking
if
for
she's
everybody.
looking, because she's looking with energy, so it's like, I'd be excited.
Yeah, I'm always looking.
Okay, sorry, I'll leave you alone.
He's
I'm
only
trying to
like
make her get over the topic slightly.
5'5".
Who's what?
Yeah, my friend is. So yeah.
He was acting like he's like 6'2".
No, I
What do
said.
you mean?
No, I mean, I was asking him if he had somebody that was
Oh.
6'2", 6'5".
Oh.
But he's not, and I was like, okay, well, you're already off the list because I already know what, kind of
yikes.
like what she needs.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm always looking for everybody.
She's so sweet.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
about
sweet.
doing a Hallmark moment over here. I mean, we're getting there, and stuff. Yes,
Everything clears.
yes, here she comes. Ah! And then we'll just put up just a whole decoration thing, But you do very well on that anyway. So it's
Very well.
communicating, and as I'm talking about that, it really is communicating because we're walking into Mercury Retrograde.
Walking in
I
it.
feel that
Are you
mug
kidding
already.
me?
This is
we
gonna be
are
a
already
heavy-
in it. We
right.
are
There's
already
some
in
stuff
it.
going on
All right,
already.
people.
Yes.
I'm like,
Sorry, I had
This
to be
is
honest on
not
that.
going to be a
Really?
nice
Right?
one.
You know,
I know.
thank you for validating
I know,
that.
It's
right?
not a nice
Because
one.
I was like, you know what? I don't have a good feeling about this.
Yeah, because this
Yeah,
year
a lot
is
of
the year of
emotion.
God, and it's also the year of revolution, revolting.
So it's ending
with
it
them.
on. And
So yes, so as a year for that to clean up and end, to really slam bam. So really watch the world and everything across the board right now. And stuff, and it's just going to be interesting. But this one is going to be a heavy duty one.
just gonna
But you
journal
know it
and be
going into
quiet.
it, guys.
That's what I've
right?
been doing a lot of
I'm just
writing.
going to journal
Yeah.
and
A
be
lot of
quiet.
writing.
Right. So yes, it is opening that line of communication with yourself during Mercury retrograde,
Yep.
and everything then will just fall into place. So it's really utilizing Mercury retrograde in the right way on this one.
It
the
really,
right way.
Yeah,
Amen.
I can feel that. It already feels like it's
Mhm.
pushing me.
Yep.
Like a whirlwind of energies.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
I can feel that already.
So it's really being kind to yourself. Really, when somebody gets you, just stop and take that deep breath, and then move forward. Because the best thing to do is, as you take that deep breath, you say to yourself, "What's in this for me?" If there's nothing in that for you, back it off. And stuff. So yeah.
I don't know how many times when I feel like what you're saying,
Mhm.
and when I'm at home, I'll go when I know that I'm starting to pluck at myself, I'll go in
Right.
the bathroom, I'm like, no, we're going to talk right now. And I will. This is what we're going to do. You're not doing that anymore because da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? I try to do that.
Yeah.
I figure it's...
Brooke will do that. She'll
Yeah.
go into the bathroom and talk to herself, won't you?
Yep.
I've
Give
done it
myself
before
a
too.
pep talk. That's
Yeah,
right.
you give yourself
Like,
a pep
you're
talk.
I
not
have
doing this
conversations
again.
with myself.
Yeah, but that's what you do. You
You
know,
have to.
right? That open line of communication. Because if you can't have an open line of communication with yourself, how are you going to have it with someone else? You know, and
Can't.
right. And this one is really going to be bringing individuals back into your life. Like
That's
it's going
happening
to.
already too.
It is, the door is going to be right there, and they're
Karen
going
knows
to
all
be
about
banging
that.
on the door. They're going to be rattling that door, trying to come back in. Like, come on, come on, come on.
You know, I can't
So-
imagine anybody that I would want to.
Yeah, no, there is
I
nobody.
can't.
I'll have to keep
I
that in
Right.
mind.
Well, no, there is one person.
Oh yeah, well.
That was like, but you know, that's
Did
never
you get
going
starry
to
eyes for a minute?
be. Yeah,
Woo,
but that's never going
what?
to be. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
right. So
Aw.
yeah, that one's long gone.
Okay.
And but still, they're going to rattle at your door. They're going to be banging at your door to sit there and Did you lock that door?
To do what?
Thanks.
Come back into your
They
life.
They
try to
want
come
you.
back
They
into
want
your
you.
life.
Ain't nobody gonna want to come back to my life.
And if they want to try to come back in your life is to cause eruptions, to cause you to be scattered and unbalanced.
Drama.
Yes, right. It's trying to do that. And also at the same time, it's really trying for you to sit there and say, you know what? That door is closed. Because
Okay.
somewhere in your psyche then is you sitting there saying, there's a possibility. There might be a possibility.
Oh.
Or you know what? I was just thinking about them and I wonder, blah, 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 right?
So it's coming up for you to have one more opportunity to shut the door?
Well, it's coming up for you to finally shut that door.
Finally shut the
Right.
door.
Dang.
So, you can sit there and you can say, okay, oh, gee, I haven't seen you in so long. Come on in. Or, oh, I always thought about you and stuff. But you remember, it's something new starting all over again. And starting something new during Mercury Retrograde will
Not gonna
never,
work.
ever work. So you've got to firmly get that door shut.
Well, we got a one up on that, and so
Right.
do you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
So keep all
Good
that in mind.
advice.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
that all in mind. So really look at your communications right now. Remember, it's Mercury retrograde, and communicate with yourself. Because as you communicate with yourself, you're also communicating with spirit. With all your guides, your teachers, your loved ones, and spiritual angels, all those in the spiritual realms. So and keep that door open for that. Shut the door on anything else that's been old. Right?
Slam it.
Isn't
Right.
it Ferme La Porte? I don't know why. I just want to say that.
What?
Isn't that close the door? Ferme La Porte.
Oh, let me see. I got something like similar to that when we were gone. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's very pretty.
Yeah, I like that.
She always comes up with these neat little things.
This was a
that she's
gift.
got. Yeah, that's
A
cool.
B-Day gift.
All right. We're good to go?
We're good.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
You
you.
know, it's been lots of fun. And we'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget, we will have November, is it 2nd? We have our live studio audience here for Tea Time at Spirit Talk Time. And so if you want your tickets, go to angelicwiseones.com. Go down there and look somewhere it says Spirit Talk Time,
It does-
Tea Time
it's real
tickets.
easy. It's
Yes.
right there.
And get on in here and join us because we give lots of good things, love away. She gives some spirit art. You give all your herbal stuff, and I think I have a few things to give away myself this time.
I got
So,
some new stuff.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Samples.
Yay. Okay, so until next time, angel hugs.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.